Welcome to the client acquisition module. Congratulations, you're now officially on week 4, which is all about landing a client and getting them to pay us. So we're going to go ahead and craft an offer and then learn how to outreach to these clients, close them, and make it official with a payment and contract. So as always, I have a guide prepared for us. Let's get started. So let's zoom in here and let's talk about what exactly is an offer. Well, simply, it's your pitch. It's the service you're providing to clients, and our goal is to make it irresistible. We want clients to be begging to work with us because they see the value, and we're not stuck competing with everyone else. So there's 3 main ways to go about it. And the first way is creating a no-brainer proposal. Essentially, this is how we get clients to not be on the fence and jump at the gun to work with us. And the best example I'll give you is this one right here. So let's say you go to an authorized dealer, and they're selling a Lamborghini for $10,000. Even if you had no money, you would probably go and get a bank loan to afford this Lamborghini. Why? Well, because you know it's worth $200,000 and the value is there. Now, this car is perfectly fine. There's no scratches. There's no issues with it. It's a normal Lamborghini. And in the same way, once we get them to take it seriously following the social hacking method and building out our Instagram, we can go ahead and create a no-brainer proposal because we're actually people that are going to be taken seriously. And so we want to actually go ahead and pitch a premium rate because it raises our perceived value, right? Think about jewelry. When something is more expensive versus $10, let's say it's $1,000, we automatically assume that the quality goes up. We think that the gems are rare and that they're not going to break or rust or anything like that. So it's the same thing here. If we go and start pitching $10 an hour, $30 per edited video, they're going to see us as a commodity, as a video editor they can get from India. But if we pitch ourselves at least in the couple thousand range, well then they're going to automatically think, okay, like this guy is serious, he knows what he's doing, and he's a professional. So that's part of it. And now we're going to go ahead and create our no-brainer proposal. So once again, think about this fundamentally. You're going to get paid in direct proportion to the value you provide. So right off the bat, you probably can't charge $10,000 to a client because you're simply not worth that. I certainly was. I just worked up to it recently in the last couple of years, but at first, I was charging way less. And the reason why is because, right, we have no experience. So at the get-go, we still want to make money, but we also want to learn and get clients that we can then use as case studies to leverage and get more clients that pay us proportionally more money. So I'll give you a bad example of an offer. I'll edit 30 reels for you in a month for $1,000. Right? There's nothing enticing here. And also the risk is on my end. As a client, let's say, these 30 videos, I have no idea, are they going to perform well? Right? I'm not just buying videos for the sake of buying videos. I want these videos to either get views or convert people into the businesses that I'm selling as an influencer. So I'm basically seeing this as a liability. Okay, $1,000, but it's a risk. Will it convert? Instead, we position our offer like this. I will add an extra $10K to your business revenue or you don't pay. So now this is a lot more irresistible from a client perspective, right? Okay, he's going to add $10,000. Great. I don't have to pay him. There's no risk on my end. But you as a content operator now get the opportunity, right? So this is how it works. And then how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to post 30 to 60 videos a month with the ideation, the scripting, and the actual uploading. I'm going to optimize our hooks, the messaging, and the targeting so your target audience can go and convert. I'm going to add mini chat automations. I'm going to follow some proven Instagram growth strategies that we learned last week. I'm also going to save you time by doing this for you. And now, all of a sudden, this works because he doesn't see us as a video editor who positions themselves as, hey, look, I'll just, sell you on the output. No, we're selling him on the result because that's what they care about. With clients, it's not emotional based selling. Like these people already have a business. They're very logical thinkers. Instead, we have to talk to them in numbers and make it make sense. So this is also a part of doing your research, right? This is a great offer. This is the one I actually gave Andy. But then again, every client is different. Every niche is different. So make sure you understand what is the client selling and how can you realistically provide value. Realistically, if there's someone let's say Andy, that already has 300,000 followers, chances are, as a complete beginner, you can't go and offer him 10K because he doesn't need your help. You should be helping them. They shouldn't be helping you with an opportunity. And that's the correct mindset to have going into this. But really, this is the main thing. This is what your offer should be. And then we want to actually set KPIs, which stand for key performance indicators, so we can track our work. So for example, Andy agrees to pay me this amount as long as I get him 2 new clients to his mentorship program, which is $8,500. So you can do the math. 8.5 times 2 is $17,000. He pays me 10, so he still profits $7,000, and he gets all these videos and grows his personal brand. So for him, it's a no-brainer. It makes sense. For me, it's also great because now I have the opportunity to make him more money and take a huge cut of that. And so the way to track this is obviously links in bios. The client gives you access to the frameworks, which they go and see who buys from them. That's more on the client side, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But the main thing here is, I see beginners trying to charge, thousands of dollars to people that they haven't even provided value to, right? This is something we're going to go over in the next section, which is the outreach. But the main thing is you have to, price yourself on what you're actually worth, right? You don't go to the gym for the first time and lift 100 pounds. First you start off with maybe 10 and then 20 and 30 and work your way up, because as you work your way up, you get better. You understand everything on a deeper level. And this is why the messaging matters, because if you don't know what you're doing, if you're just making generic videos and you're not targeting who the person is selling to, you're not going to get results. So your offer, what it's really about is just getting your client results, making them make more money. So this is a lot stronger, pin that. And really this takes care of this section, because in the next one, we're going to talk about how to go about approaching these clients and getting them to agree to this right here. So let's go ahead and check this off, and I'll see you in the next episode.